On this video, we're going to go through 3 different ways to buy the breakout. First example here is you can enter on the breakout itself. Okay, so this line going across here is just the resistance level. This is a horizontal resistance. Works the same as for a pattern. So here we have a descending wedge or a descending channel, and this line here is your resistance level. So to enter on the breakout itself means that you would be entering right as this candle was crossing this line. Right now this is risky because there's a lot of fake outs involved. Sometimes the price will come up, it'll wick above it and come right back down inside the pattern. This is a higher risk because of the fake outs, happens all the time. Second idea is to enter on the retest. Right, so this same level here, once it's broken above, you're looking for a retest. Right, so you enter on a pullback to the level. Now again, for a pattern, we're looking for a break of this level. And here we had volume confirmation. This is really important, right? If you're looking for a breakout of a level, you want to see good volume coming in. Volume is basically just other traders acknowledging that they can see what you see. So most people will have this same pattern drawn. They're waiting for the same thing you are. And then once you see the volume come in and start to confirm that break, that's a really good indication that this is going to be a clean, strong breakout. So to enter on a retest, that's when the price has already come up. It's broken the level, the candle has closed, and then the red candle opened and came down for a retest. When that red candle comes down and touches this trend line again, that's the retest itself. So you can wait for the retest to come down and jump in on the red candle, or you can wait until the next candle opens, and now you've got a green candle showing that this support and this retest was confirmed. Okay, so you're entering on the retest of this level. Now again, you can wait until the candle closes as a red candle down here, or you can wait until the next green candle opens and then enter on that retest. The third example is to enter on the break of the swing high as confirmation. Okay, so what that means is after the breakout's already been confirmed and you have your retest, we're looking for a move above these 2 candles as the next confirmation. The first time you're entering on the break itself is when the price is coming up and it hasn't confirmed yet, so it's risky. And then the second idea is to enter on the retest when it comes back down and test that level. And this would be your entry in this zone. And then the safest is the entry on the break of the swing high as confirmation. So this has now become the swing high. And we're looking for a break above those levels for the continued upside. So this is the Zilliqa chart. We're going to go over to OP. And here's another example. We have a triangle here. Okay, same idea. You could have entered on the break itself as your first entry. And then the second idea for the entry is the retest, and that's when it came up and retested this level. And then the safest entry, the enter on the break of the swing high as confirmation. That's when the price starts to break above the initial breakout peak. Okay, so this is the swing high of the breakout. This is the retest, and this is the break of the swing high in this area. Okay, we'll go over to LDO. Same idea here, right? So we had a falling wedge. You had some volume confirmation once it broke that level. It came up and then it retested. You could have entered on the retest itself, or you could have entered on the break of the swing high. So once this green candle started climbing above the initial breakout candles, this is your enter on the break of swing high as confirmation. Now we'll go over to Ethereum. Now this hasn't quite confirmed a breakout yet. You can add more horizontal resistance levels. And then this little move here, this is a little double bottom, right? 1 bottom, 2 bottoms. And then you add the neckline. This would be the neckline of the smaller double bottom inside of this pattern. Okay, so in this example, you didn't get a retest, right? The price just came up, didn't really come down all the way, but essentially you're entering on the break itself in this scenario. If you're looking for a retest, nothing's perfect in trading, right? Sometimes it'll come all the way down and perfectly tap that level. Other times it'll leave a bit of a gap. It really is just dependent on how strong the market is. Other people are setting their buy orders in this little zone. So if you wanted to just call it a zone instead, we can just call this whole area here just a bar, like so. This was support, 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 support over here. We lost support when it came down. And then this level became important again for resistance, resistance, support, and then resistance again. And then once it broke that level, you could have entered here. So again, if you're looking for the retest, retests of support levels isn't always the exact line. It can be a range. It's basically the whole range here And we don't exactly know where other traders are going to anticipate the move. So if they're extremely bullish and they want to make sure they're getting into this trade, they might try to front run the support level. So they're going to put their orders just a little bit higher just to make sure their orders can fill. So then for this example here, we're looking for a break of the high. So if you wanted to call this a double bottom, you could, and then this would be the neckline of a double bottom, or you could draw it as an ascending triangle. Either way, this resistance level stays the same. In this scenario, this hasn't broken out yet. We're looking for a break above this major peak. This would be the high, or the top of the range in this pattern. You could do three things here again, right? You could enter on the break itself. So if Ethereum starts to move above this level, you could use that as your first entry. If it comes up and then comes back down, that would be a retest for your second entry. And then the safest option is once this broken out, comes down and retests, and then breaks above the previous high again. That could be a third entry. Now when I say this is your first, second, or third entry, I do mean exactly that. You don't have to enter all of your position just on the breakout itself, or on the retest itself, or all in this area after it's confirmed, right? You can do, say you have $100 and you want to do $33, like a third of your position, entering on the break itself. And then you wait for the retest to enter another 33%. And then once it's broken above the swing high, in this example here, then you can enter the other 30% or 33% of your position. Just remember, you don't have to go all in one spot on a chart. You can scale in little bits at a time after you have more confirmations. So that's a little breakdown on how to buy a breakout. And again, make sure volume confirms the breakouts.